flowery, I'm like, oh Lord, thank you, Heavenly Father. I use a lot of that flowery.
So then your boss is coming, and everybody's jumping.
It worked. She was like, thank you so much. My boss really appreciated it. And I'm like,
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you and your company.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
Yeah. All right. Is everyone okay? I turned off the music. We might not be able to have music, which is kind of sad because I had good music planned. But maybe
we can.
I could try and play it again. Know how it sounds.
Yeah. But might even be able to get it for all. I don't want to piss on your bonfire. It's doing the thing again.
To be fair, I've got music turned off because I get distracted.
Fair. So, I mean, to be fair, it's like a bunch of creaking noises and all that stuff. That might be why. And it's very low. But if we're all ready to begin, yes?
Yeah, I can put this to the words.
It's okay?
When you're ready, I can put this to the live screen.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not ready, but, you know.
Look ready.
We're good to go.
Okay, well, thank you for coming to my first ever game. Be kind. I probably make mistakes. Still kind of learning how to work Roll20. It is what it is. So, the first thing you notice when you wake up is a dampness in the air. It's dark. Metal sounds are grinding against one another. The ground you're laying on is somewhat soft yet moist. Amara, you are the one that comes to first. You get up, kind of stretch out your neck to work out the kinks. And you see around you some familiar companions and some strangers. Do you wake them?
Sure, I'll wake them.
Who are you going to wake first? Are you going to wake someone you know? You do see familiar people that have worked under you before.
I'll wake up the two that have, like, the ones that worked together with me first.
Okay. Proceed to do so as you wish.
Guys, wake up! Wake up!
I sort of just like bat the hand away and just slowly open my eye a little bit. Just look around, see what's going on, and see if my partner's opening his eye.
Yeah, I'll be basically snapping my eyes open and then jumping bolt upright very quickly.
Yeah, from me, you'd see like a glow of red eyes coming, lighting up again.
You find that your joints are somewhat stiff and rusted due to the moisture in the air. So you have to work in order to articulate.
Has anyone got any magical WD-40?
I go to check. I'm like, I don't have anything.
Do you choose to continue amongst yourself, or will you wake the other two?
Just look at the other two, and they are.
So, let's see, who's this? Airmare. Your elfish senses come to quickly, and you realize that you are not where you originally had planned to be. The last thing you remember was a violent explosion of ash and fire, and then darkness. And suddenly you're in this dark, dank cell, laying on a wet pallet, surrounded by people you don't know.
That's as I'm waking up. My head. Snap my eyes open. See all these people around me, and I will crawl quickly, maneuver as far away into the nearest corner as I possibly can, and crouch there in defensive stance, like I'm ready to sort of go. So, what did you do? Who are you?
As Aramir is crouching in the corner, teeth bared, incredibly agitated and suspicious, a giant form that you've all somehow imagined to overlooked is still slumbering somewhat peacefully, gentle purrs escaping from his broad chest. A Leonin, who's going to wake the sleeping beast.
I'll do it.
Okay. Be cautious.
I just kind of like poke at him a little.
You kind of reach into the pockets that you have, deep pockets that you usually carry many things, the tricks of your trade, and you realize you don't have anything. No gold, no items, not even your handy lockpick. Are you still going to poke at him?
Sure.
So, Joffy, you do feel what I imagine Amara is probably putting a lot of effort into you, but due to like the sheer mass of your muscle, feels like a tiny little prod.
He doesn't move. He just flicks it with his tail. Just animal instinct. Flicks it with a tail. This big old lion's tail just. He rolls over. All four position just gets all comfortable again.
So as you all see him roll over, as Amara is incessantly trying to wake him up, you hold your breath, and then suddenly, you hear footsteps. Outside the jail cell, you do see a figure peering in. Awake, I see. Well, most of you.
Good morning, valet. This isn't quite the hotel that I signed up for.
Well, why don't you wake up your last companion? We do have a little bit of work to do.
I would like to cast Gust, which is a cantrip, and essentially cause the ear to play around. Sorry, I missed the name. Jofi's face, in such a way that it's sort of annoying enough to prompt him to wake up. Prompt him to wake up.
You successfully cast your magic. The guard steps back, somewhat surprised. Thought we took away their spell-casting focuses.
Got
He
a few
doesn't
tricks.
realize the inherent magic within you. Javi, do you wake?
Oh, definitely at that. Just kind of pats the nose like, what was that? You're playing games again, and just like stretch before getting up. Probably hear all the vertebrae kind of as he gets that stretch in, and then finally stands up to full height.
It's a bit dark, but most of you can make out the details of your surroundings. And you see little filters of light, kind of echoing into that tiny little window and sconces that are slowly glowing. As the guard sees all of you awake, he says, "Fantastic!" Opens the door. "Please, follow me." Are you going to follow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Olive?
and glare.
How tall is this person that's letting us out?
You can't really make out the features. He is wearing a full mask. However, slender, built, possibly human. Not quite sure.
Okay. I'd like to tower over him and say, "How did we end up here?" I'd like to talk to the person in charge about our living arrangements.
Actually, that's where I'm going to lead you. So if you
Where's
all
my
please...
stuff?
Another thing my boss will discuss with you further.
I
So
am going
please.
to have I'm going to have more than words with the management here.
All right, Karen.
Now come on. We have time's wasting, and he doesn't appreciate tardiness. So as he leads you through, Amara suddenly dawns on you. You're in the Clockwork Conservatory, an infamous prison that is known to be inescapable. Towering walls, a practical fortress. How you ended up here, how any of you ended up here, is still a mystery. And yet the guard still leads you towards his apparent boss's office. As your footsteps echo down this hallway, you realize you're the only people here. But then again, it's a very large prison, so perhaps there are other souls lost in other floors. Eventually, he leads you down a hallway, another hallway, a set of stairs, deeper and deeper into this large looming building, till you reach the ground floor into a small office. He knocks on the door. You hear the rustling of papers. "Come in." He opens the door. And here you are. At this point, you see a small goblin. Jagged teeth fill his mouth. He's quite old, which is surprising because goblins age like milk. So he's probably pushing about 20. And he peers over you through large bulbous eyes, magnified by these glasses that he's wearing, these goggles. And he stares at you all. Terribly sorry. There seems to have been a mistake. We did not mean for you to be imprisoned. So, our apologies.
Where's my
Right.
stuff?
Very, very good questions, but one thing at a time first. He walks around his desk, stands before you. Please, please, please. Introductions first. My name is Atham. I am the, suppose you could say, surveyor of the Clockwork Conservatory. What of you? As he looks first to Indus. Why don't you introduce yourself first? Tell us, what does the rest of the party see?
The rest of the party sees he's a rather tall, well-built fellow, who's covered in sort of stylish but still sort of practical leather shirt with the chest exposed underneath, showing off different war paints and tattoos. With his hair tied up with a stick with white and brown streaks in it. Fortunately, they did not take away his eye patch, covering up his one bad eye and what missing. That's why it's so bad. And he sees him sort of standing there, just looking the goblin up and down with disgust. You want introductions? Oh, I'm Indus, goblin hunter of the last war. Why should I do any business with you?
At the words goblin hunter, Atham takes a deep gulp of air, somewhat startled, but tries to compose himself and immediately looks towards to your left. You, the elf? As he stares at Aramir.
Yeah, and what you see is it's actually it's a what looks to be elf, but he's actually a half elf. He's about 6'1". He's got blue eyes, long, straggly brown hair, and he's sort of come from the sort of wooded area. He's not really a big fan of being around people, although he doesn't mind, but he's not a big fan.
All right.
He will say to the golden gentleman, and my name is Aramir. Everybody, nice to meet you all, but I am not a big fan of goblins, he says, staring at him intently.
I'm not a big fan of many people either, but perhaps we can work out a deal. At this, he turns to the only female in the party, and you, my dear.
There's 2 females in the party, but carry on.
You want
I
to
don't count.
The shady looking one or the non-shady looking one?
I look at the somewhat humanoid female in the party.
But one of them not.
Amara, do you want to describe yourself to the rest?
Amara is like a really tall female dressed in black. And she puts the capital S in shadiness. And she goes to the goblin. If you don't explain why we're here in like 5 seconds, things are not going to end well for you.
Ah, my dear. You see, threats like that are empty, for you are in my domain. Do you wish to go back to your cell? As he completely looks you over and then turns to the towering Leonid. He looks up.
Standing about 6'4" and looking like he's just came out of the gym is, of course, he said the Leonin, but think like, a beefier, more stocky version of Lionel from Thundercats, but with a very dark. Well, it's very actually unfortunately. Usually it's a tight afro, but unfortunately because of the area, it's now frizzy and looks really disheveled, which is very much upsetting him right now more than almost anything else. And he is used to being around people, but not very happy about being in cages. And it's not taking his eyes off this little goblin, but also would like to look around the area too to see exactly what he's surrounded by. And since this goblin doesn't seem to be phased that much by a goblin hunter and someone who doesn't like goblins, just wondering what's bolstering his confidence around here.
Would you like to make an insight check?
Please.
Feel free to roll.
What's a 12?
Atham is a little bit hard to read, but you have heard the guard say that he is the head of the Clockwork Conservatory, a well-known guarded prison, and this is his domain. So you can get an idea that if you do start something, hundreds, if not thousands of people will be against you. This is not a goblin you want to cross.
Then I would actually look down at my, when Rogue say, perhaps this is a time for cooler heads and most explanations, like where are the weapons and things? Because unlike most of my compatriots here, weapons are part of my religion. Where is my axe?
So Atham just shakes his head. He's like, stuff, items, weapons, such trivial things.
Religion.
And again ignores you and goes to the person next to you. You are quite an interesting character. Faye?
Oh, is that me? See ya. Or Faye? No? Joffy? I don't know. Where are we up to?
Who was that?
Definitely not a thing.
Valavir
I am dead.
are with
Not a thing.
Velavir, okay. Velavir is, for all intents and purposes, looks like a street entertainer. He looks a little bit amiss without a sword on him, but he's very obviously, scanning the room for any entrances, exits, or hazards.
All right. Would you make a perception check? Okay, you do see what you see. It is a very small office, somewhat cramped. Not very impressive considering that he's the surveyor of the Clockwork Conservatory. However, to the corner you do see a very interesting shrub. Kind of writhing, moving.
Yes, I'm Velavir, sword singer of High Street, and certainly not sure why I'm here.
That will be explained in a moment, but like I said, it was a mistake. And he turns to the final member of the party. And this is a very interesting contraption.
Yeah,
Looks
so
closely.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
Oh, carry on. Oh.
Atham is just looking at you in wonder. He's never seen anything quite as interesting, so he's just kind of circling you, well, semi-circling you, I suppose you could say. Moving from one spot to the other, looking you up and down. Absolute pure curiosity.
Yeah, so if you're looking at Sia, you imagine like the Terminator from the original Terminator, when he's lost all his skin, but with a blue and pink split wig on and a very pretty dress.
Lovely.
And yeah,
Atham is intrigued by you.
I am Sia. I was born in a thunderstorm. I grew up overnight. I had a one-way ticket to a place where all the demons go. And I will ask you again, for the last time politely, where is my stuff?
As you say that, Atham takes a notebook from seemingly nowhere and begins scribbling furiously, as if taking notes on what you just said about yourself. And
Please,
making little footnotes about the others.
Please, a host Anthem here. That is, from my experience with traveling with people like this, that is quite rude. This is not a contraption. This is a person. Dignity.
Well, technically not a person, but sure, agree to disagree. So, like I said, simple mistake. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. You see, there was a how do I say this? A break in at the Clockwork Conservatory, and someone who will remain nameless took a blue dragon, blew out the top floor, stole a couple items, and flew away. In the chaos, perhaps a little bit of debris and lightning rained down on the surrounding area, and that is where you were unfortunately caught up now. We weren't sure if you were perhaps accomplices or anything, so while you were passed out, we took you to a cell, did take your items, and made sure to... You are innocent. Congratulations, you seem to be not involved. So
we can have our stuff back and leave.
Why not just wake one of us up and ask us questions instead of treating us like prisoners? I am not a criminal. I am greatly offended.
You know
Goblins,
what? You are not.
confusing type.
So, it has actually come to our attention that you seem to be quite capable. And the conservatory finds ourselves in need of help.
First you capture us, take our belongings, keep us in cages, and now you want our help.
On the plus side, at least he's not charging us.
At this, he continues on, completely oblivious to social necessities. Steeples his fingers. Yes, help. You see, there's a particular item, 2 days' time, that needs to be delivered via train to a certain stop. And we need to make sure that it is escorted and protected. Now, I would be more than willing to make it worth your while.
My question, is there anything on the desk that he's at? Like things, just random things on his desk at all?
Yeah.
Great. I'd like to just shove something onto the ground.
You see many piles of paper, parchment, loose leaf notebooks, a quill and some ink, just scattered all over his desk.
I just shove the ink and the thing just onto the ground, just shove it. No, not like violently, but just shove it onto the ground. Just look at him.
Atham looks at the mess you made. Snaps his finger, prestidigitation. Cleans it right up.
So whilst that's going on, you said he has a quill and ink. I'm just going to slowly walk up to the desk and sort of half sit on the edge of it, holding the quill, running my finger through it. Rather, I want to be rather intimidating. So you want us to do a job, but what do we get out of it? Hopefully you're not just hoping on our goodwill, eh?
No, of course not. Of course not. Discretion is appreciated, and you look to be very capable and somewhat stealthy. At this, he looks at the Leonin and the contraption, as Atham has named her in his head. Well, some more than others.
Well,
I don't do stealth.
I just point the quill at him. With me on your team, you'll be good. You'll be just fine as stealth. And I'll turn back to the goblin.
It is advised that I'm willing to offer you 500 golds each, if you're interested.
Be more interested in knowing about the whereabouts of my stuff.
Considering your treatment of us so far, perhaps a little extra gold on top of that would be much appreciated, perhaps.
Would you like to roll a persuasion check?
I would.
Can I help?
13.
Okay. Give me a moment. Gonna pull up his sheet. Come on.
I think
Where
this
are
is
you?
where we all should start sweating.
Yeah.
We just
He has a
asked for
character
goblin
sheet.
or more.
Yeah.
I just want my lyre and my hammer, and I'll be happy.
Hmm.
That's a 10.
Okay.
So Atham will just nod his head and be like, 600 gold. And the guaranteed return of your stuff.
When?
Well, I'm willing to give you half now, half upon the job completion.
Half of our stuff or half of the money?
Half of the gold. You can have your stuff.
Good to me.
That
With
does
this
sound a little bit more amenable to myself. I will happily agree to that. Thank you kindly.
I'll turn to Amara. Well, boss.
Well, I guess we've not got anything else to do, so why not?
Are we in agreement?
Would this require us to break any laws or to murder someone?
Murder is
Fingers
such
crossed.
a messy thing. I'm simply asking you to guard a piece of precious cargo, and should anyone expire in the process, we can look the other way.
It wouldn't be murder, because they'd be trying to take our thing.
But
Self-defense.
In the greater good, it's all justified. Corleone, and you're not afraid to get your
The
teeth
greater
dirty,
good.
are you?
I do not feel very comfortable with you referring to me as my race. I do have a name. But then he kind of like winks at you too. But it's kind of he kind of closes both eyes because you can't really wink, so it's kind of like a weird kind of blinking thing. But he says, "I would go along with this only to get my things back. But if we ever come to a point where we have to actually break the law in any improper way, I will be very displeased, and I will be forced to try and thrash you, or you will thrash me, or one of us will be thrashed."
Atham looks very confused. He's like, break the law. My dear sir, we are the law. So,
Fine. Fine. I will go along with this. For now.
okay. If we are all in agreement, I will return your stuff. And 300 gold now, 300 gold later. Yes?
Agreed.
Very well. And at that, he pulls out a piece of long parchment, seemingly from nowhere. Please sign.
I'll just take his
Yeah,
ink.
just look at him.
Yeah, I take the quill I had in my pen, and I jam and write in the blood, and just put it back onto his quill, his little ink thing.
Unnecessary, but okay. The rest of you?
I'll step up and sign it.
Very good.
Can I try and fake my signature?
Yes, you can. Roll
But
me a
like Mickey
deception.
Mouse or something. Yeesh. Could be worse, could be better.
Let me see if he... Oops. No wonder that wasn't working. Yeah, he believes it. By the way, are you seeing my rolls?
Yeah, afraid
Yeah.
so.
Yes.
No, good. That's good.
Okay.
I would prefer you see what I'm rolling, or
Uh-huh.
rolling badly in this case. So Atham turns the rest of you off. Are you going to sign as well?
Thing. Veluvia writes his name on it in very angular strokes. It looks like he's used a mini sword to cut into the paper.
Very good, very good. And you?
I take the ink, put some on my thumb, and then just put my thumbprint on the paper. And say that is how my people do it.
Very good, sir. That's fine. And what about the last two?
I just prick my finger, then place it onto the paper.
And he turns finally to Valavir. Will you sign as well?
Veluvia, I already rated signing.
Oh. Who did not? Aramis, I'm sorry.
Not me. So I was one of the second person to step up and sign. But I moved my token up and signed it already.
Atham looks over the parchment and he's like, okay, seems to be everyone, excuse me, as he adjusts his large goggles. Difficult to see. At this, he walks over to a barrel in the corner and pulls out a few satchels, weapons, some of your stuff, and deposit it like right here on the rug. And he walks over to this crate over here, and he looks at this shrub sitting quite innocently on top, and he carefully reaches forward, trying to move it, but somewhat cautious in doing so. And gently places it on the desk. And then he opens the crate and deposits the rest of your stuff. Your stuff as promised. Feel free to put everything back into your inventory.
Okay.
Sorry, Indus has inspiration from an Inspire Me redeem.
Okay. Feel free to use that inspiration whenever you wish.
Oh, awesome. No, I just look at I just look at the table and the plants, like the little shrub as I'm gearing up my stuff. This is you keep plants in here.
Yes. I call him Prick because he pricks me, and he is quite the prick. And you see this shrub just sitting on the table. He's actually quite troublesome. Do you want him? He looks to you,
Well,
Indus.
I go. Why not?
Please take him. He's much more trouble than he's worth.
We'll just sort of pick up the pot.
Yeah. And feel free to add to your inventory.
Awesome.
Before you leave the office, is there anything else that you'd like to ask of Atham, or perhaps take another look around?
I definitely want to take a look around because it's going to take me to put this chainmail back on. So yeah, I definitely look around as I'm doing it.
Good point. So while some of you are armoring up, equipping your equipment.
Definitely take a look around.
Okay. For those who'd like to look around, please roll me an investigation check. Atham seems a little bit distracted as he's now picking up the papers that were scattered across the floor.
What's the what was the bonus for the inspiration? What's the bonus?
For the inspiration, you are allowed to roll with advantage, I believe.
Oh, right, okay. It's not a case of I didn't think about awesome.
Hey, some people do inspiration differently, so it's a good question.
Rather than investigating, could I use one of my magical awareness slots?
Absolutely.
See about the presence of concentrated magic.
Absolutely.
I'll pop
Can
it
you
into
please throw
PT so you can see it. Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Path of Wild Magic feature. Very interesting. End of your next turn. 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can case this entire room. It's not a large room. You do feel a few pings outside the door. The guards you passed earlier, they do have magical armor and some weapons. But within the office, it's somewhat sparse. The only magical items you do get an awareness of are on your companions and that strange shrub that Indus now is in possession of. But other than that, Anthem doesn't really have much.
Okay.
All right. As for the investigation checks, a few of you rolled very well. So Valavir and Aramir, you notice that the office, although cluttered, has an organized sort of chaos. And over here, one of you notice that he has a discarded set of armor that is just laying there. Doesn't seem to belong to any of you.
What kind of armor is it?
Do you approach and look at it?
I do.
As you approach and you look at this armor, you find scale mail.
Would anybody mind if I take this?
Yes. Atham looks surprised to see such an item. He's like, I have so many things. Please, please, please. It's of no use to me. You do notice it's also mithril.
Mithril. Oh, lovely. I will definitely take that. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. You see that he's already distracted, scribbling furiously among the many pages and scattered notes along his desk. Now, you can feel free to leave the conservatory at this time. However, I ask that you return in the morning. If you'd like, we saw to it that your accommodations were taken care of at the inn called the Beer and the Beard.
Beard and the beard.
Beer and beard.
Yes. At that, you are led out of the office, out of the conservatory, into the busy, busy streets of Runehorn, the city of the Clockwork Conservatory, a oasis of metal and magic in the middle of the desert. And here, you have time to confer with one another.
I don't trust the goblin. Anybody else trust the goblin?
I'm not much for trusting in goblins, but he's in a position of power, so we'll go along
Yeah, but
with it.
we have some stuff and some gold. We could go.
I'm not too sure about just going because obviously if they need to keep us captive for a little while without us knowing, then obviously he has some way to cover his losses if we leave.
I'm worried that he says he is the law.
Exactly.
It doesn't. In my experience, anybody who says they control the law are not to be trusted.
Well, it doesn't matter if we could trust them. Well, if we know we can't trust them, then we just need to be on
To me,
alert.
I'm trying to be lawful good, and I'm failing miserably.
Yeah, uphold to your own laws. It's okay. Doesn't mean you have to follow anyone else's laws.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just need to be prepared, stay as a team in case anything does go wrong, right?
I am
Amara.
always ready.
And Jofi, if it does
carry this
screw us
on.
over, You can eat him.
I'm not a cannibal. Why would you say that? And also, the stabbing yourself and signing the leg. What was with that? That was ridiculous. That was crazy. Standing in
If he's,
blood.
yeah.
Yeah.
If he's guilty of something, I will crush his windpipe.
Among other things, I will show him that magic is for smiting.
Mm. Now that's my kind of talk.
Don't eat
Amara.
people. You don't eat people.
Amara, your senses are sharp. You're used to looking around you, kind of suspicious of everything, and do right. You have a feeling that the guards, or some guards from the Clockwork Conservatory, are watching you from a distance, making sure that you're not going to leave. Do you inform the rest of your party?
We are being watched.
I
In
think it'd
that
be
case,
foolish if we didn't.
Oh, excellent! And Valavia clears a little space around him and starts singing and dancing.
Oh, great.
Actually, I would like to do. I would like to know something. Looking around, do any of them have like a axe or a big weapon, something that I could use?
The thing is, Amara's passive perception, player
Right.
talk, is incredibly high. So she's
Right.
able to actually spot them from a distance. They're not making themselves obvious.
Oh, okay.
You don't particularly see them. She just informed you that you are being watched.
In that case, I'm about to. Any of them look useful or like they have anything that could possibly help us out?
They are not carrying anything overt. They just seem like regular guards, spears at the ready, regular armor. They just seem to be there to make sure that you're not going to run. And they are at a far distance. So they're not being hostile towards you. They're being cautious. Do you
In that
want to
case,
run, or do
yeah.
you just want to...
Actually, I do. I do.
Okay,
And
feel
I
free.
just walk up to one of them and say, "You, that is a very nice spear you have there."
The guard's face, like the rest in the entire Clockwork Conservatory, is covered.
Mm.
But you hear a very young voice emanate from behind the mask. Thanks. I just got it.
Great. I'm pretty sure you can get another one. And I just put my hand out for it.
At this, you hear the cocking of guns from the rooftops. One particular guard has his gun aimed right at you. Leave him be. We're just making sure that you're not going to do anything stupid.
In that case, since my axe is missing, I need another weapon.
Well, you're more than free to check out the shops.
Hmm.
You have gold.
I did not know that you had the shops here. That's very nice. You know what would really help is a brochure.
I'm not the welcome party. The guy calls down from the building.
Just like having a shouting competition with them now.
The guard that you
I'm very
intimidated
loud.
earlier, one, he's just kind of shaking, holding his spear. I just started working the other day, so and he just walks away quickly back into the conservatory.
Only then, after he really runs from me, that I should walk back to join the rest of you guys. Say, it's also about sending a message that we are not to be played with.
So yes, this entire city is sprawling, massive. Runehold is an oasis in the middle of the desert. You are located right outside the conservatory, a giant building, and there are alleyways leading to many, many places. You can go anywhere. So as you continue down random alleyways, looking at people, market stalls, some people walking by. Amara,
Mhm.
you feel like you're being watched again. But the feeling is different. What do you do?
Can I feel the direction we're being watched from?
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh,
Nice.
Absolutely. In the corner, you see a shadowy figure. Golden eyes peering at you from the darkness. He looks at you. Looks up at the rooftops to see if the guards are still there. Psst. Come here. Come here. Hurry. Do you approach this mysterious figure shrouded in darkness?
Okay. I'll approach.
Do the rest of you follow? Do you inform your party or just leave them behind?
I just leave.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
yeah, I'm gonna be.
I'm not.
I'm playing bodyguards. I want to try and keep a lookout for my boss.
I'm not doing the Stephanie. I just like obnoxiously like just walk off in that direction.
Oh, okay. Very well. All of you just
Yeah.
see Amara walk
Yeah.
off towards this darkened alley.
I just sort of
Anyone-
like grab Valiver and I'm like, hey, and just like walk after her.
Tag along.
Seeing this,
Okay.
I will tag along as well.
All
I feel
right.
out of place, so I'll follow.
As the rest of you follow Amara, you come into a very shadowy corner that leads to a dead end. Very narrow, but enough for the six of you to kind of finagle your way in. At the back, you see a taller than you, Duffy, hulking figure. Pulls back the hood. A dragonborn. A gold dragonborn.
What do you want, Dragonborn?
Again, when you refer to people by their race, just ask them their name.
Yeah. Oh man. You gotta understand, it was a different time back then. Oh,
So
dear.
him pulling back to it, he's like, you live conservatory. Nobody leaves conservatory. How you do it?
They let us go.
What? He's very confused.
Do I need to break it down for you? He let us go.
He still looks like he's processing what you're saying because nobody leaves the conservatory. So he's wondering what is happening.
I believe that
Don't
introductions are in order.
Sorry. I'm Harlan Locke, and my employer said that some characters left conservatory, followed by guards, was curious, sent me. Honestly, did not want to do this, but here I am. So,
No
they
one to
sent
do
me,
what?
and he pulls out a piece of parchment and hands it to you. Does anyone take it?
Yeah, I think I'll take it. Unless anyone
Do you want
stops
to
me.
read it?
Aloud? I can do that.
Yeah.
Was a small no, okay. He says, if you are reading this, you're the first to exit the interrogations. If that is indeed the case, it can only mean that you are either smarter than most or truly innocent. We are truly innocent. Anyway, either way, I happen to think we should chat. Follow the path to your left until, and just as he just look up in that direction to see which way is the proper left here, because there's many lefts you can go. You will find a man with silver rings, the name of Hardin Look. That is you. He
That
lead
is
you
me.
to me, but I don't know who he is. We have much to discuss. Yes, we do. I assure you, it's worth it. Do not try to avoid our chat, and do not try to return to Anthem. My people are watching at every street corner. I will know. Friend, this is by far one of the most, what is the word? Conspicuous note letters I've ever seen in my life. And he hands it back to you.
Yeah, my employer is not a people person, but cannot be
Seems,
helped. You do not want to cross
see-
them, okay?
seems to be a lot of those people around here today. And looks around at you guys.
Yeah.
Who is your
Oh,
employer? So, with introductions, I'm Sia, and I'll be the person kicking your ass if you don't provide us with a bit more information.
Honestly, I cannot. I mean, you look like something, but I'm more afraid of my employer. They're really, really bad news.
Are you sure
Oh,
about that?
Honestly. Come on, they sign notes with friend.
Hmm.
If that doesn't scream bad news to you, what does?
It's
Trust me,
screaming
this
bad news.
person
That's why I want
want
more
to be
information.
your friend.
exactly.
This person you want to be your friend. You don't want to be on the opposite side of this person. It's messed. I pissed them off one day and they threw me out. All my stuff, kept many things, even the
we've been
dog.
They were cruel to a dog.
I mean, like maybe we were dating at some point and they were psycho, it happens.
you and the dog.
No, me and the employer. Keep up.
This is horrible. But please, go ahead.
You're dating the employer, but you
I
can't.
mean, to be fair, she's pretty hot.
It's pretty hot, and he kind of pushes for us. Sure, take us to this employer. They say, I am
Yeah.
intrigued. Like, even though any person who is pretty hot and actually throws out a dog must have some issues that need to be worked out. Maybe we can help work those issues out.
I also agree. We could work out these problems with her. It'll be good to have a friend, right?
Amara, roll me a history check.
Oh.
You, Amara is the only one that has been in this city before.
Okay.
So she's picking up certain clues about what he's saying. Okay, 15, actually not bad. From the letter, one word stood out to you. Path. Like a bell, it rings in your mind. There is a very well-known underground organization known as the Lost Path. They are the antithesis of the Clockwork Conservatory. They are also incredibly seeped into the criminal underground, and they are not people you want to cross. They're a collection of dragonborns and those of draconic blood.
So am I getting a good or a bad vibe from this?
You're getting a, oh shit, we don't want to fuck with them vibe.
Oh, okay.
Are you sharing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Criminals.
like,
Nope.
we really don't want to cross these guys. They're bad news.
master will visit the hot woman who is in charge of these bad people, find out what she wants, and find a way to meet her needs.
I will go along, but you should know that I will not have any part of any criminal activity.
You know,
Well, I don't think
everything
of it as criminal.
is
It's more shades of grey.
yeah, exactly. I like you. I like you.
We probably
Yeah,
shouldn't
it's
get into.
like, who's really bad guy? Us or creepy goblin that locked you in conservatory? Huh?
Exactly. Goblins are known to be the right side of things.
Right? Who trust goblin? Why is goblin head of the entire conservatory?
You make a point, but Amara's just said that you're part of a criminal underworld.
Hey,
You know what? History is written by winners. Unfortunately, we lost a few times. They say criminal. We say more like rob from rich, give to us.
That is still by definition a criminal.
Okay,
whoa.
let's go. Just ignores turns around. So, are you going to follow him?
Yeah. On the
All
way,
right.
it's like a little like one like being a bad person 101 here. It's like, okay, if you have any good thoughts, keep them to yourself. If you have any bad thoughts, keep them to yourself. They'll try and capitalize on it. If you have any thoughts, don't think them. They'll probably know what you're thinking. It's
You're
best
fine,
to
I-
say nothing and do nothing and think nothing either until we're out of there. And
I have no thoughts. You're fine.
yeah.
Are you whispering this or are you just
No,
saying
this
it
is like I'm proclaiming
in
it
your
quite
shot?
out loud.
If he's
Yeah.
whispering it, I'd just be saying it.
Yeah.
I'd just be replying loudly. It's like,
Oh, right.
I
so
don't
we
like
do
these
this.
people. I do not want to go here.
Yeah.
Harlan is just gonna look behind, just like, who are these people? They better be worth it. He's just confused. He does lead you down another alleyway, and there's a grate in the floor. He pulls it up, and he jumps in first. Come.
Mhm.
Do you follow?
I'll sniff first.
I'll jump down.
It's
Yeah, I'll just jump down. Superhero landing.
good. Jaffe, you don't need a roll. It's the sewers.
I will be the last one down.
Yeah, I'll jump down next.
The smell is incredibly strong down here.
I'd say to return to Valivir. You go down first. I'll hold the rope for the boss.
Sure thing. Velavir will slide on down.
Okay.
And I'll take out my rope, hold on to it really tightly, and I like gesture my hand for Amara.
I just jumped down.
Damn. I'm just like packing the rope away. I'm like,
Actually, I kind of grabbed the rope as she's going to say, well, if
Oh,
you're
yeah,
going
yeah.
to offer it, then I would actually use this. Thank you very much. I do appreciate this. But this is... I'll never speak of this again. And just lower myself down into the
give him a
grave.
wink. I'm like, never speak of what? Yeah. Although for me, it looks like I am doing that because it's just the one eye. I'm just like,
okay.
yeah.
Harlan looks at all of you and he's kind of confused, like, why does my boss want this group of individuals? But he shakes his head and continues down this damp, smelly corridor. And it opens up into an underground river where there is a boat waiting.
An underground
Okay.
river of what?
You don't
We're
want
in
to
the
answer.
sewers. Yeah, we don't want to know. Yeah.
Don't want. Yeah, Harlan just gets in. It's like, okay, there is one condition. If you come, it's like a secret hideout, right? So we can't like tell you where it is. So please put on these blindfolds.
I'll just like wrap it around my face. Yeah, it's fine. Still got decent enough.
I look at
Still
Mara first
able
before
to protect
putting him
myself.
I'll
Look
jump
at
in the
Mark.
boat and put the blindfold on.
And I put the blindfold on and peek.
You can, but it is an incredibly dark corridor, and you don't have dark vision.
I don't.
I like to imagine it's still just one corridor. There's no like different directions we're going in, but they're like for secrecy you have to put the blindfold on. Like,
I look at Amara for approval before like putting the blindfold on because she seems to know more than what everybody else is going. So I'm kind of like
Well,
If you don't want to get on the wrong side, which I assure you don't, I do what they say.
they
exactly.
would this
Think
time.
nothing, say nothing, do nothing.
And nothing gets. Never mind. He puts it on. He just sits cross-legged in the boat, just upset.
great. Okay, just give me a moment. The boat rocks for a moment, and you hear the grinding of gears, and he's like, shit, how do I turn this on? The motor starts up, and you start making your way down this underground river. You travel for about an hour. It's a long journey.
I'll
The
play
only-
some music along the way.
Oh,
Still dark. The only sound you hear is the occasional dripping of water. Harlan cursing to himself as he's trying to maneuver this boat and make sure that it doesn't rock too much. Other than that, silence. After that hour, you arrive, and Harlan looks at you all and he said, okay, we're here. Take off blindfold now.
take off blindfold.
Yeah, go.
Move it.
It is a massive cavern. Strangely well structured. It looks like an abandoned train station that has been buried underground. Crates and crates on top of one another pile the area. Small lights lighting the way. And at the very end, you can make out a desk and a board filled with maps and lines and scribbles.
Whilst we're
Okay,
walking down.
it's it. Come on, get off boat.
I instantly walk ahead of the group.
Yeah. Whilst we're walking down here, I like give her a little nudge from behind. Now this is a hideout.
Welcome. Harlan looks kind of over it. He's just tired. He doesn't want to be here.
I understand. I don't want to be here either.
Yeah,
Do the rest of you leave the boat?
I'm with Aramir. I don't want to be here. Yep. I leave the boat, but I don't want to be here.
Still 2 people in the boat.
Yeah, my Roll20 sort of shit itself as soon as I tried to bring up the next. That's alright.
I will move you with the others.
Thanks.
Joffy, are you going to
Yeah,
move?
can you? Yeah, I'm bringing up the screen now so I can actually move. Sorry.
Okay. I'll move you
thank
with
you.
the others.
As we're sort of
Thank you very
walking
much.
up, I would like to be sort of looking around and try and take as much in as I possibly can.
You want to try and steal from the lost path.
I wouldn't say steal. I would just rather put it as
Alright.
make a note of where things are, just in case.
Okay. Absolutely. Make a perception check for me, please.
Can I see he's doing this?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. With your passive
23.
perception, you see crates upon crates of many items of indiscriminate origin, but you can tell they're full of things. You don't know what those things are, so these crates are closed and sealed shut.
Hmm.
But
Hey.
you get the idea that there's probably good stuff in there.
I just turned to him. I turned to him and go, "If you value your life, I wouldn't."
Keep that in mind. But, you know, needs must, opportunities and all that.
Hmm.
When we're done, we'll return these to their rightful owners.
I just
Harlan-
like chuckle under my breath at the naivete.
Harlan walks by looking harried, and he's like, come on, hurry up, follow me, as he walks ahead.
Since we've been riding with you, can you tell us more about this friend? What should we expect from this friend?
You'll meet them. And he continues walking, until he stops at the desk.
Is
Does
there a
everyone
bell?
follow? Harlan walks over here, and I'm going to move you, Jaffe, up to the
Okay.
desk with everyone else. No worries. As you stand at the desk, you hear a very high-pitched, girlish giggle. As this female, this beautiful, beautiful female, walks down the stairs. A gentle smile playing across her features. Hi, welcome. I'm ever so glad that you were able to come.
I just
Yes.
turn to our guide, and I'm just like mouthing like, "Yeah, hot."
I mean, I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating a packet of crisps, but she's no me.
She's a very tall female of draconic origin. You do see two dark horns curling from her long blue hair. Black robes drape elegantly from her body. As a gentle smile plays across her features, and she's like, you know, when my sources told me that you were all let go from the conservatory, it was quite a surprise. No one leaves the conservatory. How'd you do it? I mean, if you want to share, I'm just,
I
Well,
take my
information has its. Oh no, I'll let you.
I take my claws and actually, try and since of all the humidity, then claw out my hair until I get the proper puff of afro I had before, and just kind of give the good foof and say, "We are not no one. We are six."
6. Oh, that's a very interesting name. Well, maybe Harley told you that we are the Lost Path. It's a name in progress. Honestly, I'm not really the one that's supposed to be in charge. It's really my mom, but she had some problems earlier, so she's actually not here, and I'm the one that's left in charge.
Can you explain these problems? And also, it's really helpful to have a name to go with the person aside from just friend. So I am Jovi Aladdin, and
Sorry.
you are.
I'm so sorry. My name is Kaipel.
Yes, hello, Kuiper. Yeah,
Yes.
kind of looks at everybody else a little bit like.
And you met Harley, as she points to the aggravated dragonborn that's standing off to the side. Yeah, Harley.
Yeah, yes, Harlan. Very interesting to meet you. Anyway, back to you. What is important here?
Well,
Perhaps.
you see, my mother told me before she left that the conservatory was going to be transporting something interesting. And I'm not sure you know, but the conservatory does some less than humane experimentations. And this particular experiment is going to be transported tomorrow at dawn. And well, it would just be in the best interest of everyone that those goals aren't met.
What would you do with it if you had it?
Honestly, we're not quite sure what it is, so we just want to make sure they don't have it. But they do some quite sketchy work.
Well then, talk us through the job.
Well, it sounds like things you're not angels yourselves.
I never
That's what I
said.
said.
Well,
Sorry.
goodness in an arid term. I think it depends on everyone else. But it's just that the conservatory has too much power. And what they're doing is not right. And I understand that we're not the best, but we do have mouths to feed. We have families, so we have to do and make do with what we have and what we can do. I'm asking for your. Will you help me intercept this experiment from the conservatory?
Well, I've got no qualms, and I turn to the boss. Well, my boss.
I have qualms. I have lots of qualms.
Oh, we know.
Does anyone want to roll any sort of check on this woman?
Insight.
Perception to see if what I'm seeing is what I'm supposed to be seeing, if that's okay.
Perception. Do you mean perception or insight?
Either or, because it's one thing to be pretty, but you know what they say, don't never trust a big butt and a smile.
Okay, so we have insight with Amara. Does anyone else want to run an insight check on her?
Yeah, I would like to know how much of this, what you're saying is true, or
Ooh,
a
big brain.
variation of it.
18.
Right.
Right.
Anyone else?
No, not me.
Okay, so the highest so far is a 15.
Actually, 18.
Okay. Sorry. I have to.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got a 13.
Damn.
Hey. So, Shafi, something is a little bit off about this woman. She seems sweet, but there's something a tiny bit distrustful about her. She's not giving you the entire picture.
Alfie, do you want me to shake her down?
And I kind of like say, you could give it like the kind of weight thing. So, I looked at her and said, so, tell me, there's a little more than what I believe I'm being told right now. And between us, if we're truly friends, we should not keep secrets from each other, now should we?
No, I mean, I pretty much told you all I know. I really don't know what the experimentation is, but I do know that I definitely don't want it in the hands of the conservatory. Yeah, that's it. Kind of twiddles her thumbs and looks at you and blinks up owlishly with large blue eyes.
You may be cute, but I'm fine. And I don't have that much time. So I would say again, why is this so important to you? And does it have anything to do with your mother's disappearance?
My mother, well, you heard about the big explosion the other day, right?
Look at tomorrow.
The symbol nods.
Yeah.
So, Atham did mention there was a break-in at the conservatory
At
the
the
other day
conservatory with
where you
explosion.
all lost consciousness.
Mhm.
It, well, you see, Mama, and her companion, Buttons, they were able to take off with the first part of the experimentation. So, she's actually in hiding because, well, she's wanted by the conservatory.
I
Look.
see. Yous are the
Yeah.
reason why we got arrested.
I mean, she didn't mean to, like, cause so much destruction, but that place is a fortress, and Buttons was able to break in.
Now, we're not just going to do this for goodwill, you know. The conservatory is paying us good money, and I'm hoping that you can match or maybe beat what they want to give us.
They're paying you.
They are.
How much?
Well, it's half and half, so 600 now, 600 when we've done the job each.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, I look at him and I kind of blink again with that, and I think that'll be the bardic inspiration for I give him for this whole thing.
Okay.
So you can add yourself a d6 to that roll.
I need it. I need it. Okay, so boom. Oh no,
Add a d6.
and 11.
Total?
She rolled a 20.
Got it.
Oh.
Are you sure that's how much they offered you?
Wow, that's sorry. I think sometimes my thinking gets wrong. Sometimes this side of the brain's not so good. And I point to the eye patched side. It was 600 in total, 300 now and after. That's it. I knew it was 600 somewhere.
I see. I can offer you 7. Each.
7 gold each. That sounds pretty rubbish.
Typho looks at you, Sia, and she's just like, "Not 7 gold, 700, silly."
Well, money talks. It's talking my language.
Is that an agreement?
I look to the rest of the party, and especially the ones who are more clean-handed than the others.
If you want to talk about amongst yourselves, feel free to do so.
I would like to
want-
ask her to give us a moment to talk about this. If it's nice,
Yeah.
ask her nicely.
She'll
You're
just
not
go
huddled.
be like, "Come on, Harley, let's go give them some privacy." Oh shit, I don't want to be anywhere near this bitch. So
Also, when I
Have
also
fun,
ask for
Harley.
privacy, when we ask for privacy, you also mean like no one is actually listening to us talk to it without looking. If that'd be nice.
I mean, what she's doing, she's putting her like fingertips in her ears, and she's like, and Harlan is just rolling his eyes heavenward, like, "Oh God, what did I ever see in you?"
No.
Let me see if I got in here. Oh, I do. As they're great. I look around my gear and I realize that again, I'm missing my flute or my guitar I used to have. I just want to and just look at everybody else and say, you know what? I think we should we should say screw that to those people who took all that stuff that took my axe as well as my musical instrument as well. I'm very upset.
That
Well,
is true. I want some guarantees that they're not going to use whatever this thing is on other people.
well,
Axe as well.
think about it. Their mission is to help the down and outs. So why would they want to create more down and
I know,
outs?
but she said they have families to feed, but the people who work at the conservatory also have families to feed.
That's true.
Perhaps, but when it comes to situations like this, it's always the perception of power. Whoever has the power or perceived to have the power always has the upper hand. So I'm guessing whatever this experiment is will give whoever it does have the upper hand. So I'm guessing we needed to decide who we feel it would be better to deal with in terms of giving them the upper hand.
I have to agree
How
with
about
that.
I'll
we
go
find
along with
out?
whoever you guys think is the most
Yeah.
good person.
So how about we figure out what the experiment is? We take the job, and then we just decide who we give it to then and there. We don't know what the experiment is or what it does, but we know more than both parties combined so far.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Great minds, eh?
Mm.
Yes, great
So,
minds and then us. But yes, I would actually have to agree. Let's procure this item or person, whatever the experiment is supposed to be. You, a lot of you, more fleshy ones like to use, air quotes. I don't. It's not. It's a cultural thing we do not do. But again, let's find out what this experiment is.
and if we're going back to the clockwork conservatory, we might be able to find the rest of your gear.
Yes, definitely. Claws.
Yeah, but I imagine this will involve stealth. And you see, well, I've practiced in the arts, and I'm able to make other people as nearly as silent as I am. We don't need to worry about stealth being an issue.
Yes, being sneaky. That.
So, I imagine she's thought of a plan so far. Why not hear her out then? We figure out what we do, and when we're there, we can figure out which buyer to sell it to.
Or if it's a person, we could consider setting them free.
Exactly.
Well, I think
Good
all
plan.
things considered, that certainly seems the most logical explanation or way of thinking of doing things. So I have no problems with that at all.
However, we're also going to ask for half now and half later from this woman too.
That does sound pretty reasonable, and perhaps considering the apparent possible dangers of this, perhaps a few extras on top of that in terms of gear or equipment or other
Exactly.
necessities.
I look over at our host and say, "Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?"
Da, da, da.
Okay, we're good.
Da, da, da. Harlan looks like he wants to commit suicide right now.
Goddamn, bless his soul. Awkward X situations.
She could be faking it.
Could be.
Commitment to the bit. Wow.
Are you guys done? I can't hear you. Are you guys done?
I mean, I don't like her because she thinks she's prettier than me.
Do you want to tell him or her, or should I?
I would be happy.
Talking about anyway.
Oh, then we're done.
Okay.
Just
So,
give it a thumbs up. Give it a
have you
wink. Yeah.
you going? You're gonna help?
Yes, we
We'll
shall
help.
help you.
Okay. Now I know you're all very capable. However, just for a little bit of my own personal insurance, how about a little battle?
What?
Just to test your capabilities to make sure that you're really up to snuff, as they say.
Against you.
This is quite random, but okay.
It's just a test. Just a test.
Well, like us against all of us against you.
Oh, no, not against me, silly. As she turns around, she kind of points behind you, and off you see in the corner are these three. Oh, boys! Fresh meat. Have fun. Please roll initiative.
Ooh, wow.
Wowza.
Nice.
Okay. That did not show up in the turn order, so I'm just going to have to do it myself. I know how to do this.
Right click, add turn.
3. It was a 3, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
That's rough. And this one.
I'm liking these initiative rolls though. Let's go, gang.
You
She
close
does
the
have a-
tracker.
Oh! I'm so sorry! There it is. Whew. Still learning. Still learning. Sorry.
That's okay. I would not be able to to use Roll20 just at all. Not only is my computer just so not up for it, but man, it's a fair bit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I rolled a 19, but with
You rolled
my
Yeah, same.
with
But
my
you're
dread
damage.
ambusher, I get to add my wisdom modifier to my initiative roll,
Exactly.
which is a +3, so that would be 22.
22.
Mm.
Very good. You get at the top.
I'll put the description up in the chat there, in the Roll20 chat, to say everyone.
Okay. Thank you very much. Who are we missing?
Missing me.
Indus with a 19.
Joffrey
Indus.
got a
Yeah.
21.
Oh, slay.
Have you got an 18? It says 18.
I got a total of 21, actually.
Indus, you said 19, correct?
I did, yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
no, yeah, there's 19.
Okay.
No
And then
valid token was selection. What?
I know, I saw you rolled in here though, Joshua. The 21.
Okay.
order.
Yeah, okay.
Stop
Just
doing
want to
that.
make sure.
You got to roll up a little bit for them.
All right. So I'm going to try and play some music. Hopefully it doesn't sound horrible. Let me know. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can.
Does it sound horrible?
Oh.
No, actually, I can
can't
hear it
the
a little bit.
music, but okay. If it adds enough atmosphere, it's fine.
If not, I can turn it off.
It's okay, it's just a bit of, like white noise.
Okay. So, Aramir, would you like to go first?
I think I will, thank you. They are in range, so I will attack with my longbow.
Okay. Who are you attacking? I mean, you hit, but who are you attacking? Okay, you're attacking Charlie. Poor Charlie. He's new. He's just like, dude! As he just gets hit with an arrow. How many points of damage do you do to poor Charlie? Oh, 16 points of damage. Poor Charlie. Charlie is not a strong guy. He looks rough already.
But I'm not sure if we get the sneak attack or not.
You wouldn't get a sneak attack attack because he can clearly see you.
Yeah, so it would just be the 7 points of damage from that.
Okay.
And then what I would like to possibly do through my dread ambush, I don't know if that came through on the chat box there. If I take on the start of my first turn, if I take an attack action on this turn, I can make one additional weapon attack as a part of the action, dealing an extra 1d8 damage of that weapon's type.
Okay. Would you like to do that?
I would, so I'll roll to hit again, if possible.
Go for it. I mean, again, you hit.
21.
Yeah,
So,
there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely up on the description, so I don't know if it will just be the 1d8 plus 4 and then an additional 1d8, or I'm not sure how that would work exactly.
Roll me a d8 and then add the 4. Oh,
So
that's
that'll be
good.
11 then.
Is it still on Charlie?
Yes, it is.
Charlie. Poor Charlie's looking rough. All right. Next we have.
That is my turn done.
All right. Jaffe, you're next.
I just look at them and look at her and just have this really disappointed look in my face. And he's like, "Oh, whatever." And I'm gonna race at this guy over here. I guess it's Charlie. Just make a beeline towards him. Pop my claws because I don't have a weapon and swing at him.
Okay, take your swing.
It's only a 10.
That does not hit, unfortunately. So Steve, the other guy who's kind of bumbling, he's like, "Oh," kind of bats you out of the way. Very nimble.
Right. In that case, I'll use my bonus action to swing my other arm as since I don't have a weapon at him. Does a 13 hit him?
It does.
Okay. He just takes a straight up 4 points of damage from that.
Okay.
The claws are retracted, but I'm able to just get him with an uppercut with the other arm.
All right. Poor guy. All right. Next we have Valavir.
Awesome. I would like to use a bonus action to start the blade song.
Oh God.
Nice.
Grab out a dagger. Hang on, sorry, I will quickly chuck the blade song description in Beyond 20. Let me post it, so I'm just going to copy paste that. I'm going to head over to this guy. Yep. That's the ruler tool, not the move tool. There we go. And I'm going to use my action to cast Green Flame Blade.
Neat.
To be... Sorry, how does that work? Make a melee attack with the weapon.
Okay.
There. Right,
All right.
put the dagger into my inventory. There we go. It's an 11 hit.
Okay, an 11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Cool. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Next we have Indus.
Indus will, just so he can get a good angle, run to here, 40 feet, and he is going to throw 2 darts at the thug that good old Jofi was engaging with. So I'm going to throw dart number 1 for a 21 to hit. Yep, that's 10 damage to him. and then I throw the next dart. 15 to hit.
Also hit.
Boom, 7 damage.
Oh, poor guy. He's just like, oh shit, I didn't really sign up for this. As he's just being attacked from all sides, and his nose is bleeding. Is just like trying to valiantly wipe his face.
Oh
He's also
dear.
starting to cry a little bit. He's like, I know that this was going to be so hard.
Oh dear.
Poor-
If I say, I yeah. That will be my turn. Yeah,
Okay,
that's my turn.
Ermi.
Oh God, I'm up again. Blimey. I'm gonna take another shot.
Sorry. Amara.
Did you forget to
Amara.
go?
So
Oh.
sorry.
Give me a sec. My computer has having a little spazzy episode.
Nope.
I'm going to quickly take this chance to press a button on Beyond 20 and see if it does what it's supposed to do. Finally.
Yep.
Cool. Teleblade Song Cross.
Woohoo!
Blade Song is a
Continue.
pretty cool thing. Wizards.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you are throwing this barrage of attacks down on these poor two thugs, you see this giant creature behind you. It's just called a Bullet. This kind of shark-like abomination with blue dragon scales down the side. And it's just breathing heavily, and it looks angry. This thing looks very, very dangerous. However, perhaps it can be calmed down.
Hinting at a non-violent option. Shame no one's going to take it.
Oh, I got something for it. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
What's his name again?
I believe he's
Which one?
Steve. The
The bottom one is Steve, Stebe, not even with a
Steve. Oh,
Steve.
right, yes. Steve, I get it.
Steve. Okay.
Steve.
And the top one is Charlie.
Well, good luck, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie and Steve are looking rough. A wisdom save?
Hey,
Dear
Steve.
Lord.
What do you call a French man with flip flops? Flippy floppy.
Damn, you got him.
Steve starts laughing. It's just a straight 20 from Steve. He doesn't make.
Steve is struck by fearicism.
So what I don't see what you did Tasha's hideous laughter. Does this do any damage?
He's just he's prone for 1 minute. He's just basically on the floor pissing himself laughing.
Steve is a useless puddle on the floor, just laughing like a flippy, crying and wiping the blood from his face. Poor guy. He's not having a good day. Are you done?
Yeah.
Is that your turn? Okay. Next we have Sia.
Okie dokie, so I'm going straight for the bully. I'm going to whip round the back, which I can do with my movement, which is at least 40 feet. I've been trying to look it up, it might be 50. But
Okay.
it's not coming up. I'm raging.
Okay.
I've not done this before, so this should be fun, because I'm a wild magic barbarian.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's a 3. That's
What did you roll?
an intangible spirit, which looks like a flump for a pixie. Flump, obviously. Appears within 5 foot of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
Oh, it's Grenade.
Okay. I'm gonna like the flump to appear there, please, where I'm pinging.
So I do not have a thing for a flump.
No,
So
we'll
what
just have to imagine that.
I was just gonna put the shrub there again.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's literally
Shrub.
going to explode in a minute.
Shrimp,
There's-
flump, they're the same thing.
That is your
Damn it.
flump.
Yeah.
Being.
And I can do that every turn as well, which is great.
That's awesome.
Wild magic barbarians are so ridiculous but amazing at the same time.
And then I'm going to wail on him with my warhammer on the bullet.
Go for it.
Oh no, I just rolled damage then instead of the hit. Sorry.
Got ahead of yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 12 does not hit.
Okay, and second attack,
Okay.
21.
Your one does hit.
Or 5 damage. That's a bit pants, isn't it?
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So,
And then the thing will explode, and so it's 1d6 damage, wasn't it? I said, which
Yes,
will
it
be
is.
on one of the lackeys and the bullet.
okay, please choose one of them.
Oh, that 5 is actually a 7 because, of course, I was raging.
Oh, okay.
There's the exploding.
And 5 from the exploding flump. That's just
Is that-
appeared, exploded, and everyone's very
that's the
confused.
amazing. That's the
Is
thing
that-
that I've drawn.
Yeah.
That's the exploding fairy for you guys.
Thank you.
I've
Thank
got
you
the
so
character
much.
token. It's okay.
Is that the both of them or just one of the thugs?
It's a radius,
It's
right?
both of them. It says appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice. So it appeared, there where you put the shrub.
Yeah.
Each creature within 5 foot of it. Oh, sorry, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, which is a 14. It will be.
So it's the big boy and
Or
the
take
one
5
next to
damage.
the thing bob, isn't
All
it?
right. So I'm gonna dex save. These guys are not dexterous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll first. Come on, why is that not? I'm gonna roll first for Charlie.
Mhm.
Let's see if that works. He doesn't make it. Doesn't make it.
Excellent. Oh, instead of a thump, actually, it's a little miniature thundercloud.
Oh. So poor Charlie and Steve, probably new to the lost, just thrown into this organization and this fight. They were looking really excited because they were given new items, and then all of a sudden they're just hit by this barrage of items. And then this beautiful little thundercloud starts fluttering by, and they're like, oh, cool. And then just in their face, they're like, shit. So Steve's on the floor. Steve already fails because he's prone. And then Charlie gets hit in the face. And the bullet is just standing there, kind of looking frantic. Not sure what to do. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. There you go.
All right. So, the bullet. You, Sia, are closest. So, it is going to make a bite attack against you.
I actually,
Mm-hmm.
I would
Uh,
like
that-
to.
Ouch.
I would like to respond, like to react to that.
Mm.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
that-
Minus.
Yeah, actually,
Excellent.
so it actually gives disadvantage. The bullet has disadvantage when you attack, and I'm gonna give advantage to. I'm gonna give advantage to. Amara back here, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll give you advantage for this one. So
All right. So,
advantage
I
for a
have to.
bullet, and yeah, there you go. Let me also mark off the spell because I used it. Hold on.
All right. So, I have to roll again. Let's see if I
Yes.
hit. 23. That's 20 points of damage.
I tried. And that thing hits hard.
So,
Yeah.
it cramps down.
It does
on you.
hit hard.
The metal gnashing against its sharp teeth, and it kind of pulls back and it's breathing heavily. Now, this creature looks like it's running purely on animal instinct. Perhaps there's a way to calm him down so you might not have to face him. He looks like he's tough.
Yeah, beat him into submission.
It's the opposite.
Yeah. Also,
Does anyone-
remember,
Can't be calm if it's unconscious. It can't be angry
Actually-
even.
Valavir,
remember, I'm
can you-
raging, so it's half damage.
Okay, perfect. So only 10 points of damage. Valavir, can you give me an intelligence check? Just a straight check.
Let me find my intelligence score. I should know where to look. Oh,
You're not quite sure how to calm this beast down. It's not something I've ever
violence.
seen before. In the back, you just see Keipel, and she's just clapping her hands like, oh my god, this is so exciting. All right, Charlie. Charlie is bloodied, but he is not going to give up. Poor guy. He's going to turn to Valavir, and he's going to be like, I just got this thing, and dude, it's pretty cool. He's going to make an attack. Does a 9 hit?
Is he
Yeah,
really
no.
going to make it?
No?
No.
Okay. And then he's like, shit. And he's kind of trying to shake it. He's like, how do I turn this thing on? He doesn't know how to operate it. Poor Steve, prone on the floor, laughing, kind of gets himself together, takes half his movement to stand, turns to Joffrey in front of him, and also brandishes a sword. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit. It just scratches the armor.
Okay. So he's just like, fuck. This is not good. And that's their turn. Top of the order. Aramir.
I am going to take another pot shot at poor Charlie over there.
Charlie is rough. Looking rough.
19 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, it definitely hits. 19 definitely hits.
Bye-bye,
12 points of damage. Tell me, Aramir, how do you finish off Charlie?
Poor Charlie is going to get an arrow straight through between the eyes, and hopefully you'll get it through the eyes and go boom, and just topple straight backwards.
Charlie, completely oblivious. Arrow straight through the eye. He's just like completely stunned. Falls to his knees, falls to the ground. His shiny new weapon he just got, given to him by Keipel, clatters to the floor.
Charlie, he used to be a thief like everyone else in the path, and then he took an arrow to the head.
Yep,
Okay,
poor
what
guy.
I would like to do as a bonus action, if possible,
Oh no.
is to the big fishy dude fella there in the middle. I would like to hunter's mark him.
Go for it.
To cast a hunter's mark on him.
Yeah, you most definitely can.
Alright, I'll sign it off. Oh my god.
He is marked. Make a note of that extra d6.
I shall, and have I got any movement? Possible to move a little bit?
I mean, yeah, you are no longer engaged with Charlie. He's
Okay, I'm just gonna move a little bit over to get a little bit closer to the action over here.
Or did you break off your engagements, Charlie?
Oh no! I'm sorry. I was
Well, an arrow to the head will do that one.
Anyway, that's my turn done.
all right. Joffy.
I'm going to look at what happened here.
He is standing.
So I'm looking at a guy right here and this big monster back here. And seeing as I don't really have time for all this crap that's happening right now, I'm just going to look at him and both of them and say, both of you, go to sleep and I'm gonna cast Sleep at 2nd level.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's
This
gonna
is
be
giving me command vibes, hey?
yeah, but this is
Those are
actually
good
just
to fight.
all right. So
That
that
was
should
a
be
great
what
fight.
I'm just checking how many dice I'm supposed to roll with this. Oh,
Says 5d8, and that's the
Yeah.
total.
actually, it's gonna
hit
be it's gonna be 78 actually.
The
Yeah.
second level.
Me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's 78. So let me check this out.
Yeah, command is a pretty good combat spell, right, Evie?
So anything with 38 points hit points or less is going to sleep.
Yeah. Steve is down. He's just like,
Yeah.
nice. He falls asleep, and his shiny new rapier also clatters to the ground beside him. The bullet is still standing. This thing is powerful. You're getting the feeling
You know
it's a lot to take it down. If you want to take it down.
Actually, I do want to say because you said it seems like it's an animal. It's not really, it's just animal in a chain, right? Pretty
Right?
much. Can I use my bonus action trying to see if I could get to calm down?
Roll me an animal handling check.
Okay.
No, it was a good effort, but it's still looking frantic. It sees the two that apparently he assumed was his friends just fall to the floor. One is completely bloody and missing an eye, and it's just looking cornered, eyes wide, pupils completely blown out. It's breathing heavily and looking ready and defensive.
I'm just
It's
gonna
a
stand.
cornered.
Just gonna stand over where that was that Steve for me who's asleep. Either way, just
Yeah.
stand over him because he's been conquered.
Okay, you're straddling Steve's prone body as he's just
Yeah.
That doesn't
sleeping like
sound right at all.
It's about
Okay.
sending a message. It's about sending a message.
Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right. Valavir.
They would like to try and pick up said shiny new rapier that's fallen onto the ground in front of him. I'm not sure what
Okay.
description of action that would fall under.
All right. Are you going to pick that up?
Yes.
That's going to be an action.
Action? Awesome.
This is what you get.
Yeah.
Get a flame tongue.
Nice.
Very cool. I will work out how to add that to my inventory because I think that ends my turn. I don't believe I have anything I can do as a bonus action.
Very well. Indus. Steve and Charlie are out.
I'm going to go around to this big beast, and I would like to I'm just checking to make sure it's when I hit with a melee weapon attack. Got it. I'm
Okay.
gonna club it in the head first with a quarterstaff. So using two hands.
Miss.
That misses. Okay, that's fine. I'll swing, miss, then be like, oh shit. And instead just try to grapple the like where the head is. I'll move around to do that and try and grapple its head to
All right.
try and like close its mouth.
I'm going to ask you to make a contested strength check.
Ouch. Flat strength.
Strength.
Okay.
Or athletics if you'd like.
Okay. That's a bit sweeter. I won't straight up fail that. There's the potential to though.
Okay, an 11. I will roll as well. A 17. You succeed.
I actually
Okay.
liked. Oh, sorry. Oh, so you succeeded? Oh, never mind.
Keep in mind, Indus, someone did give you advantage earlier. Or was it a advantage?
No, it's someone that as far as I remember, I'm pretty sure I've used my advantages. Yeah,
My bad.
Um,
Well, it was a
no.
valiant effort.
Well, it was a valiant effort, and I realised, well, I'm not going to do well with this.
Actually, I want to use my seeing the struggle there. I want to use my reaction to throw silvery barbs again at the bullet
Okay.
Amazing.
to give it disadvantage, and then I
16.
will give. Okay, I tried.
Still 16.
I tried. Just
That's okay.
raise
I know.
just-
I know you tried. I know you tried. That's okay.
Who are you giving
Um,
advantage?
You know what? I think I'm gonna give advantage myself this time.
Yeah,
Selfish.
okay, go for it.
No problem.
Go for it.
So, Amar, Daffy, both of you do have advantage because of
Alright.
silvery barbs. Speaking of, Amara, it is your turn.
Can I try and calm it down?
I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. That's right.
That's
I
that is
still
called
have
a
plan to use
concussion.
my bonus action. I would pretty please like to use my bonus action to.
So sorry.
That's okay. To patient. Well, not wait. No. Step of the wind. I'll use a key point to disengage
Okay.
and move my ass out of the way. So I'm just figuring out how much did I move already. 15. That is 35. I just moved 5 feet away, so I'm not immediately next to Chow Time.
Okay,
And that's my turn.
You are next to Steve's prone body, sleeping like a baby.
Loser. Okay.
All right, Amara, now it's your turn.
Attempt to make a friend. Calm it down.
Would you like to roll an animal handling check? Good effort. It
Did
does
I
look
have
a little.
advantage? I'm pretty sure I had
Yeah.
advantage.
Ooh, can you use
Silvery
that?
bars.
The boulette looks absolutely enamored with you. It goes from this wide-eyed, fierce creature to a cuddly little puppy as it seems to immediately fall in love with you. Calms
There's a good
down
boy. There's a good boy.
as it's like just snuggling up against you, purring, which is strange because it looks like a mixture of a shark and a dragon. So how is it purring?
It purrs?
It purrs.
Okay.
So it's just purring next to you, kind of nuzzling. This giant behemoth is just, you are his mother now. He loves you.
I'm a mom.
Congratulations, it's a boy. So, as combat ends, Keipel is incredibly happy. Oh my goodness! That was amazing! Honestly, I didn't think that you'd be able to take on the Bullet. I mean, the thugs, they were pretty much new. Kind of sad that you killed Charlie over there, but, you know, can't be helped.
And see her just get one of her thunderclouds to just appear above Steve and strike him. Just out of spite. Because she didn't get another go.
He wakes up, he's like, huh? What happened? A little bit of drool escaped.
Rear and pick up this other little shiny sword on the floor.
Okay, that one has already been picked up. The one that you were looking for is actually, I'm just going to move you, Joffy, for a moment so I can put Steve up, is the one next to Steve. And he is oblivious. He's not really aware. And this is what you get.
Oh, very nice. I shall keep a hold of that.
Keipel is going to approach the group and she's just going to shake her head at Steve and she's like, I was really hoping that those items would help you, but I think it's actually better in their hands. She just shrugs her.
Actually, I seem to be the empty-handed at the moment, but would you be so good as a and something that can fit these hands? And he shows her his big old paws.
What is it you need?
Something inspiring.
Something inspiring. Something
I'm very good at
inspiring.
smashing things. I'm very good at smashing things. I had an axe that's very nice, and now it's gone, and I needed something better or just as good.
You are very polite, and you will be helping me make the world a better place. So let me see what I can find over here. And she's just going to wander off into the darkness, way on the other side. And she's going to start rummaging through the piles and piles and piles of crates that she has. Be like, roll me a d20. Just a straight d20.
Hey, guess what? I still have advantage, right?
I mean, if you want to
I'm
use it,
kidding.
sure.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I definitely will, because that was terrible. Hold on. One more time.
Okay.
Feeling.
Would
Yeah,
you
we'll take that
mind-
9. We'll take that 9.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, right after this, I was gonna take a break.
Okay.
Okay.
That 9.
So, yeah, Keipel's just gonna walk back, shaking her head, and she's gonna be like, sorry, I wasn't able to get anything for you.
The effort alone is appreciated, especially
Yeah.
since you tried to actually murder us with strange creatures.
Well, it's just a test. Well, you know what? I know that this is a big decision to make, so why don't you go on and head on over to an inn called Wonderwall, and we can just meet up tomorrow, and you guys can make the decision yourselves, okay?
Well, we would, however, we've been told, and it'd probably be best for the operation. See, the Clockwork Conservatory believes that we are working for them, like I said. And part of that arrangement is for us to stay at the Bear and Beard Tavern.
Oh, the
Yeah, they paid
beer
accommodation for us.
in the beard. Actually, talk tomorrow when you get there, okay?
Is my as
Either
lovely
way.
as you are.
Ooh,
She's very kind. I mean, I don't really know what you mean, but she's a nice lady.
Mm.
Her name is
Mara, you say? Mara.
Mara. Mara. Mara. Okay?
Okay.
So you guys go ahead and rest, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Can I keep this guy, my new child?
No, you cannot keep him. I mean, he will try to follow you, but Keipel will snap her fingers and be like, no, bad boy, stay. I know he really likes you, but he can't come home with you. That'd be silly.
Cool.
I just turned to Amara. Well, never mind. We've still got Prick, and I pull out the plant pot.
But he's much cooler.
I just
that back.
cover the I cover the shrub's ears and don't listen to her.
He knows his value. All right,
Exactly.
so if you are amenable, you can head on over to the Beer and the Beard and you can pick up the game as we take a break.
To
Awesome.
Wonderwall. And we'd have like the fighting bartender brothers, Liam and Noel.
I mean, you could check out both bars if you'd like. Taverns in.
Yeah.
But we'll do that after our break, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Catch you in a
Alright.
bit. Oh, and when we coming back?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
Is that enough time?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Take nice watches.
See you in 5.
I just
See you
need
in a
to hop out of
Yeah.
Discord
5.
for a bit. I need to do a computer reset to try and get my camera working again.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No problem. No problem. Take your time. If we need to take 10, that's okay, because I'm kind of hungry. So
Well, should we say
I'll
10? And then,
Yeah, obviously, if people need food and snacks and computers, 10
Yeah.
probably be a bit easier for everybody.
I need to wig
All right.
up black and white or pink and blue.
So it's about 30. I don't know what time is it, but 30 minutes right now. So
Yeah.
at whatever 40.
Got
Okay.
it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys,
See
in
you
a
in a
few.
minute.
Bye.
Bye.